that said, welcome to this episode of the Wrestling Rundown.
Yes,
as always, we are whichever three members of the clique you decide that we are. Post in the comments, I guess, on that one. And welcome to the Raw review.
No. You're daily.
Oh yeah.
We're usually here on Monday
Yeah.
Tuesday.
That's right. Sorry.
Throwing them off.
Sorry.
Try it again.
This is the SmackDown Rundown.
Oh, we didn't tell them.
Why don't you guys have the rundown?
We haven't done that in a while, but this SmackDown moved to Tuesdays,
right?
And it's live, and then we also watched 205 live, so now it's just Tuesday Night Live.
The fuck's 205 Live?
Cruiserweights.
I just thought we were watching Purple SmackDown.
Essentially, that's what we're watching.
Okay,
Well, SmackDown followed by Purple SmackDown.
This is Tuesday Night Live.
Yeah.
With Thomas Wolfe.
Yeah.
What the fuck? He's here.
Thomas Wolfe live. Well, not live for you guys, I guess.
But you are alive.
Thomas Wolfe dead.
I'm hopefully alive when you're watching this.
Dark. That's dark.
Story of my life today.
You won't be alive much longer. Yeah, we watched SmackDown at 205 Live. Not as good as Payback and Raw, actually.
Yeah, in a surprising twist.
Surprising turn of events.
Was it twist?
Raw was better. SmackDown was still pretty good, though. Shane finally got Randy's championship back from Jinder Mahal by simply plucking it off of his shoulder.
Who knew?
While Jinder did Jinder just bully the fucking photographer? He's like, "Hey, take a fucking picture of me,
what I was wondering.
motherfucker."
Why is that guy?
Probably paid him all his Maharaja money.
Yes. He did start to bring back the fact that he's a wealthy person.
Yeah,
in
Canadian.
India. So, India. Kayfabe.
Canadian fame.
All of. Oh man.
Wait, through the portal.
And Thomas Wolfe is back. Then we open up SmackDown with Shane McMahon welcoming Chris Jericho.
Another Canadian.
Yes. Not Shane McMahon. He's not Canadian.
No.
That you know of.
Well, I don't know if Vince or Linda are Canadian, so inviting Chris Jericho to his very first SmackDown since he did win the United States Championship.
The very
on Sunday.
first SmackDown Jericho's ever been on.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to a long and
Prosperous
title reign.
Yeah.
From Chris
Yeah,
Jericho.
absolutely.
Super.
Well, I mean, he's already set to face AJ Styles at Backlash.
Yeah,
but
that's why
AJ came out.
Yeah, but he has to go against Kevin Owens first because Kevin Owens does get a rematch. So that ends up being our main event. Kevin Owens is just mad that everyone's talking about AJ and Chris Jericho and not him.
Yeah.
And AJ's like, "Hey, cool, Jericho's here, but this is my house, so back the fuck off." And Owens is like, "No, this is my show. I'm the face of America, and it's my title." And then AJ punched him in the face.
Yeah, they punched a lot.
Yeah. And the referees broke him up.
Jericho's like, let him fight.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
This works for me.
And speaking of Jinder Mahal, he would have to face Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn. Remember that role he was playing on Monday Night Raw? He's playing the same role on
remember
SmackDown.
how he wanted to go to SmackDown because it's the land of opportunity?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the opportunity.
I mean...
It's the opportunity for Sami Zayn to go to SmackDown and job to the guys he actually beat on Monday Night Raw.
I mean,
Oh, God.
Jinder's getting some opportunity.
Yeah. But not Sammy.
Yeah, that former NXT champion.
What we're saying is Jinder Mahal beat Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
With some help from the Singh brothers on either side of the ring. I did like the fact that it was a very heel win for Jinder.
Yeah.
You mean the Maplewood Boys?
The what? Say that again?
The Maplewood Boys.
That's not what I heard the first time. But yeah.
Make-A-Wish Boys.
That's not what I heard either. I heard Nipplewood.
Well, Don't know why.
We know where your thoughts are at. Talking about
maybe a bit
the
Freudian
Singh
there.
brothers and Hardbody Mahal.
Nah, man, I'm thinking about Sami Zayn. Don't worry about it. Well, he's cultured.
So
yeah. Jinder Mahal defeats Sami Zayn with the help of the Singh brothers.
And Cobra Clutch Slam.
Yeah, which is a good finisher.
Yeah.
We also had the welcoming committee trying to coerce Becky into joining them, saying, "Hey, Charlotte stabbed you in the back before.
Like a billion times.
Why would you try and side with her now? She's just going to do the same thing to you. You need to join us because you need somebody watching your back."
Becky's like, because you've also stabbed me in the back.
Yeah,
before.
Natty's leaving out the part where she just all of a sudden hated everyone on SmackDown.
Or, like that whole time where, the last major storyline Natalya was actually involved in was her attacking Nikki Bella also.
Yeah.
When they were supposed to be all buddy-buddy.
Yeah.
Natty, you've got a track record.
Yeah.
That's the
Carmella.
Hot calling the kettle black.
Carmella was just upset that people were talking about Nikki instead of her, so she attacked Nikki Bella. And Tamina's... You're never quite sure about Tamina.
No,
Tamina's just going to do what Tamina wants to do. So.
Yeah.
But Becky is thinking about joining the welcoming committee.
She's got to count the knives.
Yeah.
Like, whichever one has more knives.
Yeah.
That's who I'm going against.
She's weighing her options in bladed weaponry that's on her back. We had Dolph Ziggler ragging on Shinsuke again.
Yeah.
I had a slight, I guess you couldn't call it a continuity issue, but bad timing on this because Shane was pretty much there from the beginning.
Yeah, I didn't get that at first that Dolph wasn't supposed to know Shane was there because Shane was there the whole time.
But then the people who were listening to Dolph rag on Shinsuke just didn't react to the fact that Shane was there until Shane was about to say something.
Yeah.
And then they did the whole oh, Shane's it was Shane was standing there, but they didn't notice. He just phased in,
well,
and all of a sudden they're oh.
Well, the only person that was actually reacting to Dolph was the black guy that was there, because the woman was just I don't know why I'm here.
Yeah.
She
was just uncomfortable.
They literally just picked 3 people. They're you guys, we need people.
It's hey, you guys are indie talent. You're just gonna stand around and listen to Dolph Ziggler talk shit about Shinsuke.
Yeah. But we like Shinsuke. Why?
They give him, these are going to sound like really odd directions, but Shane McMahon is going to be behind Dolph the whole time. But we don't want you to react until Dolph is done talking.
Yes.
Then back away like Shane just walked into the room.
Act surprised. And they did. And then Dolph said, "Hey, I'm gonna beat up Sin Cara later."
Yeah.
God, Dolph. I hate you now.
Yeah. I resent Dolph Ziggler a lot now. I don't.
You're the new Miz for me.
Oh. The Miz is above you. The Miz is doing good things, Dolph.
Yeah.
That used to be you.
Him and his evil Gary Oldman haircut.
Ty Dillinger defeated Aiden English with the new tiebreaker.
Yep.
Because
not the Umaboji Plum.
The what? That's the name of it?
I don't know. Morrow had a name for...
whenever AJ did it?
Yeah, and it's the Oshkosh Bagashi or something. I don't remember.
I want to go with that one. Yeah. Still, the new tiebreaker.
Japanese.
New tiebreaker is cool. A little swing around into a face buster.
Yeah, it's a TKO under your knee.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It looks good.
It's like an ouch.
And then we found out that Aiden English can cry really well.
Yeah.
He's really good at fake crying.
And Jericho's not very sympathetic.
No, Jericho...
He was at first.
Yeah, and...
I think he was trying to console him, then he realized, shit, I have a new list. I need to start filling this thing out.
Yeah, Kevin Owens... And
I don't have many SmackDown guys on here either.
All these are Raw guys. I need a SmackDown list. And, yeah, so Kevin Owens and now Aiden English and Renee... Ronnie. Renee Young is also on the list. She didn't know why. She was just kind of...
Jericho never explained why.
No, that's why that's my theory, is he's just oh shit, I need to start filling out names on SmackDown.
I don't want the SmackDown people to feel left out.
So start... Oh, you know what it was? I'm pretty sure Dean Ambrose was on the list, and now that Dean and Renee are married, it's like they have to be on the list together.
Jericho's just going to pass notes using the list.
We had the welcoming committee then attack Charlotte before their tag team match.
Yeah.
Bitches.
Yeah. Bitches be bitches. Bitches get stitches. And then they told Charlotte, hey, we'll see you at the ring. But they didn't.
And Charlotte was like, fuck, I really don't want to go to the ring right now.
Well, yeah, she got her ass kicked. I wouldn't want to go to the ring either.
And apparently they tried to play Charlotte's music during the commercial break and she didn't come out.
Yeah, they probably should have done that on the show.
Yeah.
You know, it was probably cool for the people that were there live, but for us on TV, we're like, oh, here comes Natty, and Naomi's all by herself in the ring.
Yeah.
All right.
It would have been worse if they played Charlotte's music during the commercial break and she came out.
Yeah, and they're like, oh shit, no, you're not supposed to be out here. She just goes back, and then we come back, and we're like, we're none the wiser, but people at the live event are like, what the fuck just happened?
Where did she go?
But Naomi didn't really need Charlotte.
No.
She was whooping ass all by herself. Especially Carmella.
It's the power of no selling.
Yeah. No, like, Carmella, I've never seen someone shut Carmella down. Maybe Asuka.
Yeah.
Asuka's the only other person that has shut Carmella down this fast. Where she just, like, kicks, and Naomi's like, bitch, what did you do? And she just keeps kicking her in the ass.
I loved every time after Carmella kicked her, and Naomi did nothing, Carmella was just like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, she was just mad that her kicks weren't doing anything to Naomi.
Naomi's legs are thick.
Yeah. No,
She's a thick girl.
And Carmella, I think,
Carmella,
I think, is the smallest woman on the SmackDown roster.
Now that Alexa's gone, yes.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think Naomi really sold anything until she got her head smashed into the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even when Naomi did her, or not Naomi, Natalya did her like step on your back move.
Where she dropped down, ran, and then did the drop kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Naomi got up real quick and did like a Rana.
She did the step up Rana.
Yeah.
Once she got her face smashed into the stairs, then the heel side had a little bit of momentum, but then Charlotte
until Carmella got back in.
Yeah, and then Carmella got back in the ring, and then Charlotte came out, and then it was just all downhill again for the welcoming committee.
Whether she was legal or not, Carmella just kept getting punched and kicked by Charlotte.
Yeah.
Yes. But eventually, because Charlotte was already kind of done for prior to the match, and they had the numbers game because they did have Tamina, and they had James Ellsworth out there in their corner. The welcoming committee did end up picking up the win with enough distraction to where Carmella was just able to roll up Naomi, and I think Naomi just got stuck under the weight of her butt. And that's what allowed for the because I know it wasn't Carmella.
Yeah.
Because she's...
Carmella weighs the same as Naomi's butt. That's not a knock on either of them.
No, it's not. Y'all both look good. But then we had the numbers game, the beatdown, except for James Ellsworth, who was just kind of like hype man to the welcoming committee's beatdown.
David Otunga.
I would wait to point while everybody else kicks John Cena.
He was the Nexus hype man. But we did have Becky run down, and
she faked them out.
Yeah. She seemingly joined the welcoming committee, shook everybody's hand, until she got to James Ellsworth, and then she wanted a hug. And that turned into, hey, run yourself into Tamina. And then Becky single-handedly took out all 4 members of the welcoming committee, and then she got super kicked by Tamina, and then it was all over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it was just a process of elimination, and the welcoming committee is on top. We're probably going to get a singles match between Tamina and Becky next week, and then probably a 6 women's tag match at Backlash.
That'd be nice. Yeah.
Or maybe leading into Backlash.
It's just the bad mathematics behind the whole situation is like if 3 beat down 2 really bad, and then 1 comes out to save the 2, but the two were still beat down. It doesn't turn into 3-on-3. It's now just 1-on-3, which is worse odds than the 2 had.
Yeah.
Well, Becky's got all that
smushed.
Becky's got all that orange dye.
Well, that's why.
Just seeping into her head.
That's why I like
She's not
the way.
the brightest.
That's why I like the way this played out, though, because she came out and she looked around. She's like, "Oh shit,
Yeah.
I should have got here sooner. Hold on, I got a plan."
Becky's like, "Fuck, I was late. Late to this beatdown party." Yeah, no, I'm interested to see where this goes. I feel this kind of reminds me of the Sanity storyline on NXT, but I'm wondering who the one guy to join Charlotte, Naomi, and Becky's gonna be to offset James
It'll
Ellsworth.
just be Ty Dillinger.
It'll be Ty Dillinger.
Be like, I've seen this before.
I've seen this before, but way less boobs.
Yes. Oh boy. Then we had Dolph Ziggler beat Sin Cara.
Yeah.
Can we call this the main event? Please.
What do you think? Should we talk about that?
Yeah.
last? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That was the best part of this show.
It really was. Yeah, Dolph Ziggler beat Sin Cara, and we didn't even have like an inkling that Shinsuke was there because apparently he wasn't.
Yeah, that's the issue, I think, with them debuting Shinsuke when they did, and also wanting to hold off any match with Shinsuke until the pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's been a long stretch because he debuted the SmackDown after Mania.
Yeah.
And so it's already been 3 weeks from that point. We still have like 2 weeks or 3 weeks until Backlash.
Yeah.
It's a long time with no Shinsuke on TV. Especially, like, match-wise, at least. Because that's what Shinsuke does. Beats people up. You're not letting him do that.
Yeah, dark match main events all day long.
Yeah, probably. Speaking of main events, though.
Yeah, the main event of SmackDown happened.
Yeah. United States Championship on the line. Rematch from Sunday's Payback. Still a good match.
Which was a rematch from WrestleMania.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I was trying to think if that was a rematch from something else, but it was not.
Probably. They probably fought early on in Owens' career.
Maybe. But anyway, good match. A good main event for SmackDown. A lot of aggression still left over from their match at Payback.
Yeah.
This time Owens was more of the aggressor.
Yeah.
Kinda
Owens
like
started the match really mad.
Yeah, Jericho was the aggressor at Payback.
Yeah.
And we just had the exact opposite sort of thing happening here.
Yeah, it was just, I don't know. There was a fire under Kevin Owens' ass on SmackDown.
Fire right in his testicles. Get some foul track.
I'd be pretty mad too, though.
Yeah. If your testicles were on fire,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I'd be doing much fighting, but
I'd be looking for some water.
yeah, but I'd be pretty pissed. Just not. Oh, maybe that could put it out.
No. Anyway, that's weird. So Kevin Owens' aggression eventually takes its toll on Chris Jericho because after super kicks and a DDT on the floor and then another super kick and a pop-up powerbomb,
Then Jericho's dead.
Kevin Owens is now a 2-time United States champion.
Yep.
Jericho held it for a whole 2 days.
Yeah.
Yep.
This way, now we can call Kevin Owens the Two-Face of America.
He's also the asshole of America because he just continued to beat down Chris Jericho.
Pop-up powerbomb, punching, kicking.
And then a chair.
Then he put a chair around his face and threw him into the post.
Yeah.
So,
And this might sound pretty sadistic after all that. I'm sad we didn't see the apron powerbomb.
that does sound a little sadistic.
I know.
But it makes
And
sense because they try and play that move up so much when it happens
Yeah.
that it would have made sense for him to do that, especially if Jericho's going to be off TV for a while. Which, after what happened to him, I can only assume is going to be the outcome.
Seems reasonable. Still begs the question as to why they didn't just keep the title on Owens.
Yeah.
But then again, I guess they wouldn't have had anything to do on SmackDown.
Yeah. Could have just had a different match. I don't know what that would have been, but I'm not in charge of booking this.
They could have honestly just had a...
Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens?
You can go fuck yourself.
They could have continued Kevin Owens' America Challenge.
Well, here's my thing. Is like I think they could have gotten away with another heel victory or something at Payback, and had Shane be like, no, see, we want fair championship outcomes on our show, so we're gonna give Chris Jericho another shot in the main event, and then you take out Chris Jericho.
Except it wouldn't have made sense because Jericho wouldn't have been on SmackDown then.
Well, what I'm saying
because
is...
he wasn't a SmackDown guy.
But the U.S. title would be on SmackDown. So they'd give Jericho the one last shot to earn the spot on SmackDown by being in the SmackDown main event, and then he's off TV. I don't know if he's actually going to be on SmackDown when he comes back, or...
I don't think WWE knows if he's going to be on SmackDown when he comes back.
Yeah, they're just like, we just wanted you on 3 shows in a row, and then you can go do your Fozzy tour.
I'm going to be real. I think WWE's doing a lot of playing it by ear right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of flying by the seat of their pants type booking, where it's just like, this sounds like a good idea, let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
Let's book a House of Horrors match. What is it? I don't know.
It's a house, and it's horrible.
Tell you when we get there.
But let's talk about the real main event of SmackDown.
Yeah.
My new favorite segment that I didn't know I needed until it happened. The Fashion Files.
Yeah.
As if it wasn't great enough that Breezango are the number 1 contenders for the tag team titles, now they get a Law & Order inspired doofy cop segment on SmackDown.
Yeah.
I want more of this stat.
Yeah.
It really tickled me a little bit just on the fact that Law & Order SVU is one of my favorite TV shows of all time.
So it just kind of adds to the fact that you like Fandango and Tyler
Well, it's
Breeze.
a super throwback because they used to do this kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then they stopped. It's been like...
They don't do a lot of bit type stuff, and I feel like even Tyler Breeze by himself has always felt like he could be a bit type character.
Yeah.
And Fandango in the same respect, like you can do these goofy little things, little vignettes to kind of like break up the stuff on your show, just to add a little bit of different flavor. And the fact that it's taken them this long to do it boggles my mind.
Yeah.
And it just so happens that they're doing the fashion police gimmick, and them rattling off the different crimes that the Usos have committed was just, oh man.
My favorite part was just, dun dun.
them doing the Law and Order sound. Oh man, yeah. This needs to be a weekly thing, and if they don't win the tag team titles at Backlash, that's fine. Make this a YouTube show.
Or a network show.
Because I will watch the hell out of some weekly Fashion Files. I'll tell you right now. So good.
If there is a Breezango shirt, I'm going to buy it.
Well, it also gives them something to where if they don't win the tag titles, they could still be showcased.
Yeah, they could still be relevant on television.
Which is the main thing that they're missing when it comes to making people feel important, is no one has anything to do.
That's true. That was it for SmackDown. Let's talk about 205 Live real quick. TJP versus Lindsay Dorado. Lindsay can't catch a fucking break.
Yeah.
Why?
Or a Kit Kat bar.
Or land a double knees.
Yeah.
There's a lot Lindsay can't.
There were a lot of weird things that happened as far as matches go on 205 Live. It's like everyone but Drew Gulak and Mustafa Ali were off their fucking game. Whatever. I don't know what was happening. TJ Perkins ended up beating Lindsay Dorado. He tried pulling the mask, and that distracted Lindsay, and he was able to lock in the knee bar.
Yep.
Yeah, TJ Perkins beat Lindsay Dorado, but not before Lindsay Dorado beat TJ Perkins' chest to beat Red.
Yeah, that
Shit.
was...
so many blood vessels were the victim of Lindsay chops.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic. We also had Kendrick talking about his issues with Tozawa, which resulted in Tozawa coming from off screen and punching Kendrick out of the chair and then sitting down. And I don't even know what the lesson was because I couldn't understand him.
He said always in an interview with an impact.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ah. And then he did that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we had the best match of 205 Live, which was Drew Gulak versus Mustafa Ali.
Yeah.
Perfect clash of styles.
And Gulak's whole campaign has finally meant something. We kind of had the next step because we haven't seen Gulak in a match in I'd say 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Something like that. So
what it was is this was the fact that they only get one pay-per-view match for the show, so they always reserve that for the championship.
Yeah.
This was the blow off 205 Live for 2 storylines.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, and it was
this one's gonna have 2 matches that have build.
Yeah.
That don't involve the championship.
It worked out for one of them. We'll talk about the other one in a second. But yeah, Gulak still going with the no-fly zone. He ended up stopping Mustafa from going up and doing the inverted 450. But then Mustafa did try and hit the frog splash. Ended up getting a gut full of knees and then cradle pin. And Drew Gulak picked up a win.
You're welcome.
So
WWE Universe.
Gulak on what I call the hashtag winning train. And now let's see where this story goes.
I have a theory that this story is gonna run for quite a while.
You think so?
And then once he's done with Ali, he's just gonna kind of move on to the next guy, and the next guy.
Yeah.
He'll probably get to Swan next. Who knows? Tozawa might be involved. Cedric Alexander when he comes back.
I think Cedric's definitely going to be one of the first people to join up with Mustafa Ali.
Yeah, and what's gonna happen though is it's gonna happen, and then Drew is gonna inadvertently do a suicide dive during one of the matches, and there's gonna be a revelation moment where for him it's it was so fun, and he's gonna get a pop from the crowd for doing it, and then all of a sudden he's gonna be I've been wrong so long.
I want there to be a match where everything Drew Gulak does is off the ropes. Just second rope clotheslines, crossbodies, he just revels in the fact that high flying moves are fun.
Yeah.
But for now he's going to be hashtag
hash brown.
He's gonna be hash brown.
Drew 05 Live.
I was gonna call him a droosh bag, but
Oh, look at you.
so I was trying to do that, but I got all my words jumbled up and I got hash bag. Hashtag hash brown.
Hashtag Droosh tag.
Oh! Then our main event was
yeah.
Noam Dar versus Rich Swann, where they were so fucking off key.
Yeah.
Here's the deal, man. This match was good.
Right. The
Yeah,
parts of this match that were good were really good.
What happened was we had about 4 moments during the match that kept the match from elevating to the point of where we would have said this was a great match, a really good match, or a great match.
Yeah.
And it was literally, and I noticed it right off the bat, the very opening spot of the entire match. Noam Dar ran at Rich Swann, and Rich Swann sidestepped out of the way and tried to send Noam Dar into the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And Noam kind of stutter stepped and looked like he had no idea what was going on. So I do think maybe because I don't think this was advertised.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Was it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was one of the 2 graphics that they showed at the beginning.
Well, I mean on Raw, prior to tonight.
No.
I remember the storyline being talked about. I don't know if they advertised the match though.
Yeah, and so I was wondering if maybe this was just something they're we wanted so and so versus so and so, but maybe somebody couldn't make it or something, and they just kind of threw this match together. But yeah, I mean, from the offset, they were just kind of like not clicking together.
Yeah, it was, and you're right. It was like every time they got a little bit of momentum, they had something that just shut them down. And it was like, oh shit, now we have to start over again.
Yeah, because then Rich kind of took some heat, and then when he tried to make a comeback again, he did like a weird, like he tried to like roll through Noam's legs, but Noam didn't know what was going on.
Nope.
So it became a 1.5 leg takedown. Thank you, Corey Graves.
Great call, Corey. Yeah, no, it was.
Corey is the king of the covers.
Yeah, no, Corey Graves was MVP of this match, and he doesn't wrestle. Yeah, it was really strange.
Watched Rich Swann. Rich Swann missed his guillotine leg drop on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
He hit his hair, and then he missed his spinning kick at the end of the match too.
Yeah.
That Noam Dar sold the shit out of.
Dar tried to clothesline him off the top rope, and he just plinkoed his way down to the apron.
That was one of my favorite calls ever. Rich Swann looking like a plinko game.
It was like
which, by the way, is my favorite game on Price is Right.
Hashtag Hawkfacts.
Hashtag get Drinko with Plinko.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what their deal was, but it wasn't.
Was not their night.
It wasn't their best match. Probably wasn't their worst match, but
it was the match.
It was their match.
They were
you set yourself up for that.
No, hey. I had a way I was going. You decided to Roman Reigns that shit. Don't put this on me.
Just like WWE always does.
Not anymore, because apparently he's got internal injuries because he got crushed with stairs on Sunday.
His organs is all messed up.
Yeah. But Noam Dar did end up picking up the win with a running kick.
Alicia Fox picked up Noam Dar.
Yeah, apparently they're back together because Noam Dar's a glutton for punishment. But it is Alicia Fox, so I can't blame him too much.
Alicia Fox, you a hoe bag.
Alicia Fox. That was it for 205 Live.
Yeah.
That's it for Tuesday Night Live. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Click the links.
Check
out the podcast.
That's there.
Check out Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
It's reasonable to W.
Like wrestling. Yeah, we've got another What Colt's Wondering coming up. We got ourselves another Fantasy Warfare. And we have the classiest Hawktail Hour coming this week.
I'm excited.
Because this week, Kevin Hawk and our buddy Tectonic is going to teach you how to make the $1 million dream. Based off of none other than the $1 Million Man. So look forward to that coming out this weekend. Let us know what other types of videos you want to see over there. Comment over there.
Top 5 for the month of April.
That's going to be coming out very soon. You can check out
That's on this channel, not Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
You can also check out our Payback review. And all the other videos that we'll be posting this week are usual reviews.
Payback Pay-Per-View Punishment. That's a lot of alliteration. That's going to be coming up over on the Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
Yep, not excited about that, but it's going to happen. But for now, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
Fuck money, baby.
I can't top that.